was like the biggest thing that you were kind of nervous to step back into?
Celebrityhood. You know, it wasn't so much about the work because I love to work and I hope to work until I die. But if it's on stage for $7 a performance, that's enough for me. But I've sort of established this great balance, and I love my life in New Orleans. I left all this, not like in a belligerent way particularly, but just like I don't get Hollywood, I don't get an obsession with this. Skin is 16% of our body. Why does everybody focus on the color and the tightness of skin? And
I think she's got a long answer.
You know, of course, people are gonna look at me and go, "Oh, she got all this." Like, yes, I did, and I have so much more to say as a strong, experienced, life-ridden woman. And that was sort of my turnover point when, you know, you work out, you think you're going to put in the same amount of work and look the same. Not possible at my age. But ultimately, I woke up one day and I was like, trying to be what I was, because I am so much more than I was, and that's what's coming to screen. And that was the point where I was just like, all right, I am all in. I dug deep. I reached into my places of greatest sorrow. It was fierce, it was hard, it was the hardest thing I've ever done. Huge, overwhelming, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. I mean, we're talking hard. But like, 4 months later, after you're finished, you kind of wake up on the couch after eating cherry pie for a few months, and you go,
flip it like this for now.
That was fun. And I made it, you know, so that's life, right? The more demanding and the harder, the greater. They do go hand in hand for me.
For sure. When it comes to working with the team then, was it part of because of the amazing team behind it that you wanted, like, you trusted
well,
them?
because it was Jim Cameron, and I knew that I know that he was really the genius behind the franchise. They didn't work without him, and so I was like, I'm loyal to the original. So it was Jim that brought me on board, who had approved and really was excited about working with Tim Miller, and that was the selling point. Tim Miller, Skydance, and Jim, and I was like, well, let me give it a thought, because certainly I had to give it some serious thought, but super glad I signed up.
So last question, what's, besides that she's older, what's the biggest way she's changed?
She's more of an outsider than ever. She's a woman without a country. You know, obviously her struggle against mechanicals, machines, is deeply a part of her. But she doesn't really have a love for humanity or any sort of belief. Her mission has been taken away, and she's very lost, and she's hurt.